In today's video, we're going to take a look at a swing trade idea inside of Lamb Weston. That's ticker symbol LW, and we can see that on the live scanner right here, breaching our aggressive daily volatility box models for a long side entry. What that means is this is a buy the dip setup. It's breaching our aggressive models. We have two, aggressive and conservative. So that's telling you that we have volatility inside of Lamb Weston worth checking out and investigating some more. Now, I found Lamb Weston particularly interesting, so I drew some Fibonacci levels here, and I'm currently on the weekly time frame. So this is very much a swing trading sort of idea. I'll start with the weekly time frame, and then we'll move on to the daily time frame, and then the intraday time frame, where the volatility is currently giving you a setup opportunity. Now, starting with the weekly time frame first here, if we take a look at all of our Fibonacci swings, the largest swing we have on our chart to give us some sort of roadmap, to me, that's still the COVID swing. This is the COVID swing high, COVID swing low. If we use that to create some retracement levels, this is what we get. Price currently tagged the 1272 retracement level. In terms of levels above where we tagged, we have the 1618, which is the golden ratio, still left open. That's at 131.71. Now, after we tagged the 1272 level, price action has been pulling back. And to try and determine where we're likely to stop, we need to understand Lamb Weston's personality, its sell side behavior. Now, to do that, I extrapolated 1, 2, and 3 different swings. The first swing is our COVID swing high to swing low. This was the first sell side activity I can see on our chart. The second swing is right here, spanning 2021 and 2022. And the third swing is a recent swing from the previous year. And I've extrapolated that from our near-term high to try and determine where price action might take a pause, a breather. Now, using all of those levels, overlapped with the retracements, I see two different clusters that stand out. The first cluster is near the 75 price level. That has the Fibonacci extension along with the retracement of the 618 pullback as some nice overlap levels. And in terms of our chart, also allows you to have price slightly below where you would have expected all of the stops for this particular entry to have been held. You might in fact want to give it some more room. That downside level is closer to 74.45. Basically, the overall round area here is 75. The second level that we have, or the second cluster, is down here near the 60 price level. And in between, you have that 50% at, let's call it $67. So really, in my head, I have 75 and 60 as two different price levels that I'm looking at Lamb Weston to find some support and resume its move to the golden ratio of 1618. And that would involve making a new high. So this is all of the Fibonacci levels on the weekly time frame. If we zoom into the daily time frame, to me, the daily time frame signals a little bit more sell side activity tomorrow, but it feels like we're getting close to exhaustion territory. I can be totally wrong, and the way we would see that is if price just breaks straight below 75, no pause there. Now we move into the intraday volatility, and that's where Lamb Weston is giving us the first little sign that, hey, we're starting to hit a zone in which we expect price action to start to give us a volatility edge. Now, if you take a look at yesterday's activity, this is Monday, we can see that price also closed inside of the aggressive volatility box clouds. And today we continue drifting down lower, and we're looking like we're going to repeat something similar here today, at least in terms of the close. That would suggest tomorrow we would expect a little bit more sell side activity, but if that overlaps with the, say, 75, 74 area, I think that would give you a really nice buy-side setup. There you're looking at that volatility edge, and for price to start to exhaust inside of these key levels based off of what daily and weekly Fibonacci levels, where you expect that reversal to already be taking place, and now you're taking advantage of that intraday volatility to pinpoint nearly the exact price that you'd like to take an entry at. So that's where Lamb Weston seems fairly interesting. All of this volatility is post of this recent earnings where you had this gap down lower. So it is very much, let's call it an aggressive trade idea, but all of it stems from really Fibonacci at its core. If you did take the 75 entry, your stop is really very tight here on the other side of 75, purely because you're trying to play this nice risk for this potential reward idea that Lamb Weston has made available to you. In fact, I didn't even draw the full reward here. I hope you found this video useful. For those of you looking for ways to take advantage of the live scanner, using all of this volatility information and actually starting to sift through on your charts and find some of these interesting setups. Lamb Weston is one that stands out today, and I hope for those of you looking for a swing trade, you like this in addition to that Lowe's trade idea that we talked about not too long ago. Take care, everyone. Good luck trading, and I'll see you in our next update.